right down into it. Got a little bit of tea this morning.
Come on with the tea, sis.
In our What's Trending, Flavor Flav. Flavor Flav has been arrested for domestic battery in Las Vegas.
Yes, he has.
He allegedly attacked a woman and threw her phone. So he was booked on a misdemeanor charge of domestic abuse.
Yes.
So listen, y'all. Flavor Flav is like 60.
I would whoop Flav's tail here.
Come on.
But listen, when I did the research, he got charged with domestic battery for poking her in her nose.
Yeah.
He said, now, look here one more time.
He mushed her. He mushed her.
He did like that and threw her phone.
Bobby barely did that.
He grabbed
so
that
is not figure out. I could not find out if this was domestic as far as like him and his domestic partner, or if it was just something that happened out on the street. But I guess for it to be termed domestic abuse, it would have to be someone that he is coinciding, you know.
Right, otherwise that he knows. Assault.
Right. Yes. Correct. Yes. Correct.
And so you post somebody in the head that you know. That means, you know what I'm saying? You gotta, that's personal. When you post somebody in their forehead, that's personal.
So he mushed her.
No.
Or nose. Okay.
Mushed her.
But what did she do to him?
Threw her down. And then he threw her phone.
But this is the way I read it. When I was looking, I said, she probably was fighting all over him. And he was like, leave me alone. And when she kept coming at him, he threw that ass.
Oh, that's what you saw. That's what you envisioned.
That's what I envisioned. Because listen, he is little, about 100 pounds soaking wet. But let's give him a round of applause though, because Flavor Flav has been sober.
He is. Flavor Flav is definitely
1 year sober from alcohol and 15 months from no cigarettes. So
yes, he has been. And his manager made sure to let y'all know that this was not alcohol induced. And he was not smoking cigarettes.
He was not smoking, but that means he was going cigarette.
I can't smoke my cigarette.
Leave
him alone.
Funny because to calm my nerves.
Yeah, it's funny because your scenario was a little different from my scenario. From my scenario, I think that he was probably acting a fool and she was trying to record it.
But he was like,
that's what I said. What was she doing prior?
I think he might have been acting a fool. And
did you hear my
was trying to record that?
She said, yeah, boy.
She was not doing the flag down, you doing that thing. Because 911 is not a joke in your town, sir.
It is not a joke.
And sit on down.
Take a squat. Nah.
Jesus.
Listen, y'all, Chappelle has ruffled these feathers, but even more. So not even so much Chappelle. Let's talk about the fact that the co-CEO of Netflix came back after the fact and said, listen, he said, he screwed up. He said, I screwed up in my handling of the Chappelle internal memo. He says he should have led with more humanity. He said he should have acknowledged that a group of employees were feeling pain and hurt from his decision. But he says he stands by his decision. He will not be removing the Chappelle show. Well, the Chappelle special, the closer, and there will not be any type of label beforehand or, trigger warning and that thing. So it's really funny.
It's exhausting. Again.
It's so exhausting. Did they look at it? Did they watch it? Did they listen to what this man was saying?
To understand it.
To try to understand it, because if you had an inkling of common sense and comprehension skills, you would have got what he was trying to say. Not trying what he did say.
Yeah, he definitely said it. So on October 20th, the LGBTQIA, I think I said all the letters, plus. Community had a walkout at Netflix. So that community did a walkout at Netflix. And in the midst of their walkout, they had a list of demands. I'm not going to read all of them, but I am going to read the ones that kind of stood out to me. They wanted to eliminate references and imagery of Chappelle in the workplace. So they want all his images, anything that referenced that show, anything of that nature, they want it to be removed out of the Netflix office. Mm-hmm. They want them to acknowledge that the special causes harm to the trans community.
Ow.
Put a pinpoint there. Go ahead.
Pinpoint there. They want Netflix to hire transgender content executives in leading positions.
Okay.
And they also want a disclaimer before the closer specifically saying that the material contains transphobic language, misogyny, homophobia, and hate speech.
Okay, let me ask this question. So are we going to do this for the movie?
A comedy show? I just don't know.
This is a comedy show where it used to be freedom of speech. I don't know where the freedom of speech went, because he did not slander, he did not talk about, he did not demean, he did not put down any of the LGBTQIA plus community. So are we going to do this for every show that comes on TV that has these and listen, I am not
you gotta do it for any type of slander. If you do it for them, you gotta do it for everybody.
For these shows where they have homosexual couples kissing and making out on TV now, on regular network TV.
So are you going to put a disclaimer before that saying that this program contains homosexual content?
Yeah, because
we all have different beliefs. So if that is the case, then that's what
they don't do trigger warnings when they do these slavery movies. There's no trigger warning.
That's what I was gonna make my point at.
This might offend you. There's no trigger warnings for that.
It's funny to me. You have your what do they call them? Ratings, basically. Mm-hmm. Your mature adults or mature audience, whatever it stands for. Your rated R. Your PG. Your whatever. If you know that a special is about something of that nature and it says mature audiences, why not say, I'm not going to watch
this? Is not for me. Because that's what I do when I see things that I'm not, they don't fit to my values, my beliefs, my stand. Then I say, nope, I will pass over that show and go to another show because
especially if I feel like I am somebody who is easily offended.
Yes. And Dave Chappelle.
You gotta know Dave Chappelle.
He's been doing this for a long time.
Yes,
and
but
he's been, on the brink for a long time.
This one was
different because he always talked about Black issues, but he compared Black issues to the homosexual LGBTQIA plus community. He compared the two. And I think that rubs people the wrong way for some reason.
He compared them as in a contrast. It wasn't a comparison as in we're all on the same level. It was a contrast. And two, no, his shows have not been different. He always does transphobic jokes. At least the last 4, 5, 6 Dave Chappelle shows have gone into
some nature of that
transgender jokes, LGBTQ jokes, right? So you already know what you're getting when you go in to watch Dave Chappelle. Exactly. You're not blindsided. You're not just taken aback like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he said that. Well, he's been saying the same type of thing for the last 4 or 5 shows.
He sat down with the lady, and the lady said, listen, Dave, you can't say those phobic names and words and things because you're not gay. He said, but I say nigga. She said, okay. He said, I'm not a nigga either.
Now, Ashaki, you made a point last week when we were talking about it, and you were saying how you like Arnez J. Arnez J talks about, you said he has a brother that is special needs.
Special needs. Mm-hmm.
Both of my kids are special needs. I do not get offended when I hear them jokes, and I hear those jokes a lot. I used to hear them a lot, especially a lot in the past, where I would hear them. I don't get offended by that. Listen, they're just jokes, and honestly, sometimes like the fun actually makes me laugh. To me, from my experience, it makes me laugh a little bit because I know my experiences, what I'm going through, and it is funny sometimes. Okay, I don't get offended by it because I know that they don't mean no harm by it.
Yeah, listen, it's no different than when you say, you see all these things that say three things black folks don't play about: they food, they money, the spades game.
The spades
I'm
game.
Gonna be offended. No, why would I be offended? You gotta kind of laugh at yourself, like, yeah, that might be a little right, And so I think that's the same thing. Like, I don't get the deep rooted hurt. Like, I guess I don't see it. And of course, I'm coming from a position of being a black woman.
They want so much. It's like, I don't know what happened and when it occurred, but it's like their rights trump everything. They want everybody to trump everything now. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Their rights supersede everybody else.
It's like they want everything. They want all of this demand, as they said.
I said this to somebody else. I said, listen, it seems as though it's not enough to want to be accepted and treated equally. They want to be put on the pedestal.
And they want it right now. They want it right now.
I don't know. I'm sure we'll hear more from that because I have a feeling it's not going to die down too fast.
It's not over yet. And I want to put one more, before we close, I do want to say one more thing. So it made me mad that when I seen the thing on something had popped up. It was on the shade room. It was a black woman on there. I don't know if she was trans. I don't know. Listen, I'm just gonna say black woman because that's what she appears to be to me. Okay, so I don't want to offend her. So I know she's trans or they or there or whatever she is, but a black woman was on there, and I feel like it's always us against us, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. There you go. It's us against us. So why are you the forefront? Why are you the face of this?
And it's funny to know.
To be the face of that.
It's funny to know that the woman that spoke up for him that last time he had the special
was white.
She was white. She was white.
Well, but see, this is all part of the system, and this is how they want us to be. They want us to be
pitted against one another.
They want us to be, pitted against one another, so that we do not have the success like you see the LGBTQ plus community having in their movement, right? Because it's always the blacks against one another. So it's the black gays against us, or the black trans against, saying it's the Christians and the Muslims. We have all these different segments in our one umbrella of black Americans, right? And if we all unite as one, then there's no stopping us, whether we be Christian, Muslim, atheist, whatever you may be. Gay, bisexual, transgender, heterosexual, whatever you may be, if we recognize that we are black as a whole, when people look at us, they see us black women, they see black men. They don't know if you're trans, just like you said, you don't know if that woman's trans. I don't know if that person's Christian or Jew or whatever. All I know when I see you is that you're black. And so if we stick together as a people, what we can do is band together and make sure that our issues and our concerns are being addressed instead of trying to segment into different groups of people.
I agree. Because you black first, no matter what.
It was
your black
that ain't first. And that ain't no question.
Do the black
ain't no question.
Do the black LGBTQIA community get that point? Like, I get you fighting for your right to be who you feel you want to be on the inside, but do you understand that you're black first? And we haven't even got what we need as black people yet. And you trying to trump that with your sexuality. And listen, be who you are. Be who you feel most comfortable being. I get it. But why can't we understand that we're black first? Let's get that straight.
We are
because once we get that straight, we all can unite to get that straight.
Yeah. And that will never happen.
But listen, it was pivotal when he said that she said, I am having a human experience.
Because
that's what most of us are having. Hell, that's what all of us are having. We're having
everybody has one now.
And as blacks, we're having the experience of being African American. And that you would think that would stand out for somebody. I hate the comparison of, the struggle of being black and then the struggle of being gay. It's a lot to it, but
it's always
a lot
struggle.
to unpack.
It's always a struggle. Somebody posted on the shade room under the comments and said, I don't understand why the black light-skinned community don't get what we coming from, because y'all are looked upon in a different way as well. I'm like, what?
Oh, baby. That's a whole nother episode on colorism.
Another episode.
Colorism.
Yeah.
I told you, ladies before, like when we supposed to do our research on this, these things it's triggering for Black America. It's triggering for everybody. It's triggering for me. And I hate these things are happening to us. I hate it because I feel like when it happens, we have proof of, we have camera footage, we have everything we need to say, damn, I mean, this man killed somebody, these people killed somebody who did nothing. We got to bring evidence to say, no, they didn't do it because they had a reason. You fucking killed somebody. It just makes no sense to me. Like, none of this makes no sense.
Because we all have Black sons. We all have Black sons. So I think that's what triggers me the most, is because we all have Black sons, adult Black sons that can easily, and they all are pretty good boys. Like, none of them been arrested, none of them been in jail, all of them. But that's not what they see. They see our Black sons as a threat. That's what they say. Right. And I think they see our sons as target practice.
They feel threatened for some reason for what they're lacking. I don't know what they're lacking, and nor do I give a damn. But I don't know. It's that situation. So it's just so
definitely. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about the trial of Mark Wilson. This is the one that I said that I was unaware of. So Wilson is I say he's a Black man, but nonetheless, he is a biracial man who is charged with murder after opening fire at a pickup truck that he states had been chasing him and his white girlfriend, hurling racial epithets at them and attempting to run them off the road. Wilson maintains his innocence and states that he was in fear of his life. And it's very funny because basically, this is a stand your ground case where we've been through a stand your ground case with Zimmerman, and apparently it worked for him.
It did not work for this Black man.
Did not work for
it needs to work.
This biracial man, because he got some Black in him.
But listen,
he is biracial.
Because he got Black in him, they view him as
a Black
man.
Yes.
Another threat.
This man is in jail. He's been in jail since last year. And not one of the teens were cited for driving under the influence, no repercussions for riding with open liquor or purchasing alcohol underage, which they admitted to at the crime, at the scene of the crime. They admitted to all those things. Not one of them were arrested. In fear, he fired off his gun and it hit, I believe her last name is Hutchison. It's a young lady. Her family states that she was a good person and that they don't understand and they are struggling to deal with her death. Now, listen, I believe that anybody is struggling to deal with the death of a loved one.
Child. Yeah. The child.
But to go as far, and hey, okay, no, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she was in the vehicle with people and she didn't want to be.
Yeah.
She could possibly. But she was possibly in the vehicle with people that were underage drinking, had purchased liquor illegally, were driving under the influence, and they were chasing two people in another vehicle. So maybe she was a good person. It's hard.
I mean, listen, I'm not here to judge nobody's child.
That's right. Yeah.
When I was 17 years old,
doing all kind of shit.
We don't want to talk about me as a teenage child. So
if she was
to me, it doesn't matter which person, what, like, yes, their child was a good person. I'm sure, what I'm saying, if that were, I would say the same thing about that's their child, white, Black, regardless of what the color they are, whatever messed up thing they were doing, that was their child, a 17-year-old child. So any child's life that's taken away deserves some respect. So yes. I don't have any, anything to say about those children and what they were doing and their behavior. What I have to say about is what he did and why it looks so differently upon, because he's a Black man, and that's the only reason that is look. And now listen, if the people that he got into it with were Black, oh honey, he'd probably been set free.
We wouldn't be having this conversation.
We wouldn't even hear this.
But listen, this is what I'm thinking.
One heard about
it. She is a white teenager who got killed with guys who were in a car under the influence of whatever they wanted, liquor or whatever else.
Right.
Had this been black, and she was a black child, the first thing they would have done, and he was a white guy who did the shooting, the black child would have been tested. They'd have been like, "Oh, she was under the influence too," and that did not come out in this.
She would have been ran through the mud, and I guess that is my point also. I'm not saying that she may not be a good child.
I'm not saying that at all.
Yeah,
but not saying that at all.
But within the realms of her actions at that time, you were in the vehicle with other people who were allegedly attempting to run someone off the road, hurling the words "nigger lover" around. Listen, I personally find it hard to believe. I mean, she would be scrutinized to the T if she was a young black woman.
Yes, she would have been scrutinized had it been me or you or Buffy or when we were 17, right? But that doesn't make it right. So what I'm saying is that it doesn't make it right for us to scrutinize her because she at the end of the day was a victim, period, point blank.
Yeah.
So no one should do that to any child, especially someone who loses their life. We should not put them under this light, this magnifying glass that, looks at every little move that they made through their 17 years of life.
We've all made our mistakes. I agree. Yes.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that we should not scrutinize.
No, not at all.
Nor should they have
saying that it would have been done. It would have just like
been a different situation.
Well,
the scenario would have been different all the way together.
We would not have
heard anything about it. Listen, we would not be talking about this.
In the Ahmaud Arbery case, they went and tried to find video. They found video of him walking into this house that was being built, saying that he was going in there to steal when he was just going in there like
to look at the house.
Went in there
well, baby, then they got some video. They probably got some video of me doing the same damn thing.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. They went and tried to find something to make a dead man look guilty of being a dead man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. Is they tried to find right. I think it's messed up. Now I don't. She's not here. I get it. I feel bad. I don't think that should have happened. And I'm not blaming her.
Black people always why we always feel bad first. That is, I hate that about us. I hate that about us.
I feel bad for a parent.
We always feel bad.
Yes.
I feel bad for you. I feel bad for a child. I'm a parent losing a child. I put myself in people's shoes. I empathize with people, regardless of what color they may be. It's devastating to lose a child, and so yes, that's a devastation that you can't even imagine. So yes,
why do the black people always feel bad?
As a parent, I get that.
Why do black people? I'm just saying, I get it. I feel bad too. But as a black people, we always give that disclaimer first. I really feel bad for them, or no, I empathize with them. It's like we always expect to empathize with them or sympathize with them, or it's always us being the bigger person. And, I ain't no bigger person than shit. But we always feel bad first. I have never personally, and I got a few white people who I love back. Okay.
I do too.
Love me some white people. But I have never heard the white community say, I really feel bad for them. I never heard that.
And let me say this. I have
not.
Who are very sympathetic, who are very much so like, listen, front line. Like, hey, what you want me to do? You want me to go with you?
Yeah.
You want me to go to this rally? I got some white friends that's at the rally before I get there. Okay.
I think that what Booker is trying to say, what Patty is trying to say is, we are expected. That is
ingrained in us.
Right. We are expected to be that way. It's expected. And if we are not, then we're looked at again as the bad person because we did not sympathize. So I think it's expected of us to have that sympathy for everybody else. I think it's a
dichotomy. They want, when and I'm saying white people, but in general, the white community, because I have plenty of white friends that I love and care about. But in general, the white community, they have this dichotomy in thinking, and okay, so Black people are hostile, they're angry, they're, you know what I'm saying, they're to be feared and this over here. But then, no, what I want you to be the good little nigga over here now. I want you to, you know what I'm saying, say, oh, massa, I'm so sorry that you lost your people. And I just don't know. I'm over here pleading for you. But we can be those two different people in their heads. But that's it. That's all we can be. We can be the, you know what I'm saying, the angry nigga or the pitiful little, you know what I'm saying, little servant girl. I can only be two. And so that's what you're speaking of, and that's what's crazy. You want me to be, you know what I'm saying, so sympathetic, but then turn around, you want to shoot me because I'm walking down the street. You think I'm a threat,
right? And I think that's what Patty was trying to say. Yeah, that's it. Okay.
And so, you know, because of that, you know,
throw it back.
Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff.
Listen,
we need a pause. I need a refill. Can I get a refill?
Can I get a
refill? So let us end out so that these ladies can get a refill. But we definitely want the community to pay attention to what's going on with the Ahmaud Arbery case and pay attention to what's going on with the Mark Wilson trial, because you have to know, you know, your state's rules and things of this nature. Both of these things happened in Georgia. You know, and Georgia's a funny place for Black folks. Everywhere ain't Atlanta.
Okay.
So, you know, you definitely want to keep an eye on that. We'll be right back.
Today's sponsor is Unapologetically Natural, a natural body care line that carries body butter, body scrubs, and so much more. Unapologetically Natural, where health and wellness is a lifestyle. Place an order and mention the word Queens for a 15% discount.
Okay, we're back. And for our last segment, we're going to touch on friendship. In this episode of Love and Happiness, we're going to talk about the importance of honesty in a friendship.
I'm the most honest.
She love to lie.
Start that segment with a lie. Don't she? Love to lie, don't she? So, you know, this is always something that I'm always excited about talking about, because, you know, I am big on friendship. Anybody that truly knows me, and I mean knows me, not social media smart ass me, knows that I am really big about friendship. I take pride in my friendships and the relationships, and I try to cultivate them and water them and watch them grow, and I'm willing to go the extra mile to see that happen. So it's really eye-opening when you hear or see other people engage in their relationships and they're not like yours. Now, me and my best friend apparently have a strange relationship. If you compare it to my sister and her best friend, or, you know, other people and their best friends. Hey, Dana. So, you know, me and my best friend are somebody who we talk every day, 3, 4, 5 times a day.
I wish I would talk to my best friend every dang on day.
Yeah.
No. So you don't?
She does not.
What? Really?
No.
I talk to mine every day. Mm-hmm.
No, I talk to mine every day, 3, 4. She is probably, only because my mama calls first, she is typically, if my mother does not call, the first person I talk to and the last person I talk to every day.
Now,
that is our relationship.
So let me be clear. But since I've been married, I have not been like that. But I was never like that with my best friends. I was always like that with my sisters. I got 2 sisters.
Yes.
I was talking to my sister, the one that's on here, me and my other sister.
Every day.
Almost every day. And my mama. Yes. Me and my best friend ain't never. We've been friends for over damn near 30, almost 30 years.
Yeah.
Talk to you every
day.
Though.
That's what
every relationship
is different. Relationship is there. Yeah, right.
And what you do. Yeah, and it works for them. This is what works for us. Part of that relationship for us is, you know, hey, I am, unfortunately, I don't have a lot of tact. And I don't have a lot of coof. I say what I got to say. Apparently, I have no coof.
None.
And a little bit of tact.
I have 0. Stingy with De Niro.
Thank you. So, you know, honesty for me is a big thing. I'm a Scorpio. I don't like no liar. It burns me up to my soul.
Patty.
We
accept you,
well,
Patty.
I do not like you a lot of times. I do love you though. We accept your line ass.
We accept your line ass.
That be
lying
ass,
Sagittarius.
If I felt you was
y'all people just say.
It say lying ass Sag.
If I felt you was lying to me, I'd cut you off. So as long as you don't lie to me, that's fine. Hey, that's your business. Don't lie to me.
Okay?
So for me, honesty is really important. I'm pretty thick-skinned. If you deal with me, you have to be pretty thick-skinned.
You don't have a lot of people in your circle,
say it like it is. And it's funny because my best friend is not the thickest of skins. She is in some manners, but in others not. So emotional.
Listen, let me just say this. I'm emotional with certain people.
Right.
Me too.
Otherwise, fuck no.
Because if you meet me, people know me, people probably think I'm, you know what I'm saying? They think I'm probably uppity. They probably think that I'm, you know what I'm saying?
I thought you were crazy at
all
first.
these different things. All the
you
different
thought who was crazy?
Really not.
Akua.
You thought
really mean as a motherfucker. Yeah, I'm like, she mean.
Mean.
When I my first time meeting her was years and years ago. I was like, she kind of mean. She had pissed me off. But she's not like that. Like, I was like,
she's not mean at all.
Yeah, she is. I thought she was. She's really not. I didn't think you were mean. I thought I didn't think nothing about you, as a matter of fact. But I've seen both. Now that you say that, I've seen both sides of you. Yeah, you. I've seen both sides of you. But even when I see the side, I guess because I'm used to it, I really don't like when you be like, I'm with the shit or I'm sensitive. I guess it really doesn't bother me because I'm like used to it now. But
people who don't know me think that
that's what's so funny.
I am mean. They think that I'm mean. They be like, you don't care. And that's people I don't know because it's true.
Yeah.
With people that my people is a little different. They will still tell you that I will fuck a bitch up because I will.
That is not in my church, honey.
Well, listen.
Fuck a bitch up.
I come from the school of hard knocks.
Fuck a bitch up.
Fuck them up.
Yeah, it's very funny. Akua, your sound is off. We are.
She back on. She on. Nope.
Didn't say anything. I said clench my pearls. I just worded it though.
Yeah, it's funny because you have to think. Of course, all over the years, it's been me and Akua, and so I am the mean one. And it's so funny that anybody think that I am the mean sister between the two of us. Because I don't trust nobody. I don't speak. I'm real funny style. Listen, if I don't know you, hey, that's what I got for you. And sometimes I may not have that. Now, Akua, just like Muffy, very personable. She speaks. Everybody likes Akua. I don't care if you like me. Because, in my mindset, I'm thinking because you can't whoop me. So, that's just how I do, unfortunately. She is the
black
nicest
folks always take it to fight.
Well, listen, a lot of the people that I've met because of Akua, and it's typically because, she has befriended people and I'm standing back from the side, kind of side-eyeing and watching like, I don't know about this person.
But see, I do a good job of compartmentalizing.
You do.
I only have one for real friend. I have people who are, kin to me, my sisters, my mama, and I got some more friends, that I'm cool with. But I can be friendly to the masses, but you don't know me. The people that are the masses that I'm friendly to, they don't know me. They think they know me. They know of me. But I'm going to be friendly. I'm going to, I'm going to socialize. I'm going to have a good time. But they don't get to come into my inner workings. They don't know what goes on over here in this household. They don't know how I operate with my sister, how I operate with my friends. They don't know nothing about that. They just know the community of Kua, the Kua that is presented in the community.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. Is there a different level of honesty that you have with different friends? Like, are you full throttle honest? Can you be full throttle honest with some friends and some friends you realize that you have to sugarcoat things with? And when you have those friendships, is that a true, genuine friendship when you are sugarcoating or holding back for someone?
Can I start with that one?
You.
I do not sugarcoat anything. And I used to. I don't, because at the end of the day, if I can't express to you how I feel about a situation or how I feel about a situation that you're handling, the way I feel like I need to, then you're not my friend, because it's never going to come off in a malice way. It's not a malicious way. It's not going to come off mean. Some people don't have a thick skin, but if you're my friend, and all my friends I've had for years and ever, you know me. So you know how I come off. It's coming from a place of love, but I'm not sugarcoating things. But I also had associates who I learned I'm not saying shit to, not because I don't love you or like you, but because you're not going to fucking listen. You are who you are. Don't ask me anything, because I'm not going to say it. I'm just not. But sugarcoating, me and Shaki cuss each other out regularly. And 2 minutes later, it's over. It's over. Because she gets
and that's
together,
and
I get her together.
I is important to y'all.
I can hold a grudge, baby. Listen,
I can't hold a grudge.
I am a grudge holder. I can't hold no with nobody on this phone, though.
My best friend and I have only got into one disagreement, really, ever in our over damn near 30 years of friendship. We've got into one disagreement. You know what I'm saying? But me and her are so very similar.
I love her,
that,
by the way.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't need we ain't got to talk to each other every day. We already know what it is. We know what our relationship is, and ain't nothing gonna change that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to, unless I feel like it's something that she needs to hear. I ain't got my opinion. I ain't got much of an opinion on nothing, because it ain't none of my motherfucking business.
I have a lot of friends, though. I have a lot of friends.
Unless you're doing something, or somebody doing something to you that I feel is wrong, whatever decisions you making in life is the decisions you making in life. And that's how we roll together. Like, whatever I'm doing, she gonna support it. Regardless, if she wouldn't do that for herself, she gonna support what I'm doing, and I'm gonna do the same for her. So I'm not an opinionated person.
Absolutely. No, I have a lot of friends. Shaki, I don't know. We're more than friends. I can call her and say any fucking thing, just anything. I have friends that I've been friends with longer than her. My good girlfriend Adair. We talk not regularly at all. We do not talk on a regular basis at all. We get together. We go to brunch. She can call me about any and everything, and vice versa. We don't talk at all. I got another girlfriend I've been friends with 25 plus years, my girlfriend Daryl. She is a mean little motherfucker. But I love her. And I can't talk to her with no, I gotta be like, hey, bitch, listen here. And she'll be like, okay, because you gotta get certain people together. I don't have to come off with, well, shit. Anybody on this phone I can do that with. And it's going to come from a place of love, and they not going to give a fuck, because they be like, this bitch crazy.
But does that mean, it doesn't mean to me that, so let me say this, listening to all of y'all, and I got a best friend too. Same thing. We all have our person, right? Mm-hmm. So, and we all have each other. Okay. Right. It's just different levels of what your friendship is. Exactly. It doesn't mean that I got a best friend that I have titled her a best friend. She's like a sister to me. Same thing with Ashaki and Aisha. Y'all are best friends, y'all like sisters, y'all. It's just a different type of bond. It doesn't take away from what you and Adia have.
Never.
Ashaki have, what Ashaki and Akua have. It doesn't take away from that. It's just different levels and what you can do with different people, right? It doesn't, no time, distance, nothing makes up for it, right? But like me and my best friend Stephanie, I talk to Stephanie every day. Stephanie be always like, she real busy. She's like, I'm so busy. I don't have time for it. That bitch always make time for me. Okay. Right. I don't care what it is. It could be the stupidest shit I be talking to her about. And my shit be stupid I be talking about. But she about business. She still make time for me. Okay. I call y'all. We talk on the phone in the morning. As soon as I get up, I'll barely roll over. We talking on the phone. Okay. Yeah. It's just different levels, but everybody brings something to y'all. And I am honest with, fuck you, Aisha and Ashaki, before I even say this. Okay. I'm honest with all of my friends. Anyway, cool. So I'm honest with all my friends, right? And yeah, that's that.
Now listen, don't y'all watch this and
And
start
I
calling
agree
her and
with
asking
you.
her if she honest with y'all, okay? That's not what this is for. Do not be calling her, asking her if she is honest with y'all.
I agree with you, Patty, because my best friend Dana is like my sister. That is my sister. When I think about my sisters, I really got 3 sisters, and she one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like she family. Like you know what I'm saying? She's family. She my sister family. We family. Like she like Muppets. You know what I'm saying? Like but we as a Black people have a tendency to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's Aunt Muff and it's Aunt Didi. You know what I'm saying? And so that's how we commune. That's how we that's how we associate and socialize. But I do have friends that are just friends.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So can we label them as? So this is my thing. Can we label them something different? Because I have friends. Even my best friend, no matter what, we all still friends, right? Mm-hmm. Aisha, we all friends, okay? But I still have people who I don't know how to like maybe clarify that. I might talk to them. Associates? I just don't, They're associates. And I hate to be like, y'all not my friends, but really we're not friends. We're good associates. And I appreciate them associate relationships too.
Yeah. Right. Because listen, my friends have their own friends. They're not my friends. They're their friends, but we associates. We get together because they're their friends. Everybody that I have friends with have their own set of friends. I'm friends with all of those people. They are not my friends per se, but we hang out.
And you respect the boundaries of that as well.
But that's how you meet new people. Like, you know what I'm saying? With my sisters, you know, like their friends become, you know what I'm saying, especially their friends that are family become my family, you know what I'm saying? So, and vice versa. So that's just a cool thing about, you know what I'm saying, our people and who we are, you know what I'm saying? We will embrace each other and we'll bring each other in under the fold. And you come in this house and you're going to have a Christmas grip underneath the tree like everybody there going out. You know what I'm saying?
That's how Brenda do.
My kids, that's on Shockey, that's on Akua. They haven't met Booker yet, but in even though my son does not want to say that's on Shockey because he loves on Shockey.
Say that more when I meet him.
Don't be mad.
I'm just saying, like, and that's what we do.
So for me, you know, the level of honesty is important. I am someone that I don't need no yes, nobody. Unfortunately, you know, I have my moments where I can tend to be a tad bit unstable. I have to have somebody in my life that's going to say, hey, no, ma'am, you're wrong. Or, hey, we're not doing that. Or, hey, Shockey, I know you feel this way about that, but let you see it from another side. Yeah. Or just to flat out say, bitch, you're wrong.
Because you have to have them people around you who are
I don't
afraid.
Need no yes man, because I will go all the way off the bridge. And then won't have nobody to send me no money in jail. I won't have no money for commissary.
I will write you.
I didn't write my own daddy.
Don't you do my daddy. Don't you do my daddy. Okay. I just found a letter from him the other day. And the girl was in here boo-hooing.
That brother used to write.
I was in here boo-hooing, honey. I said,
of course you were. Sap sucker self. Yeah. So, you know, that is important to me. So I am somebody who requires the utmost honesty. I find it hard to sugarcoat because I don't need sugarcoating. You know, I'm not somebody who needs you to say, well, listen, no, I just need you to be straight out. Hey, no, you're wrong. I don't want to be sugarcoated. Some people do want to be sugarcoated. I pick you, Akua.
You pick me? Okay, so this is what just came in my mind, right? So it's hard for me personally to decipher. So like with my friendships, I can be Akua authentically and I can say what's on my mind and you're not going to take it. You know what I'm saying? Like I was trying to be vicious or, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be like, okay, she's saying this because it's coming from a place of love and kindness. Right. And you know what I'm saying? But I think it's different in romantic relationsip.
Oh yeah. No. That's different.
Very different.
That is definitely different. That's a whole
because you can't be that damn honest with nobody else. You be like,
because now, even with me though, relationship wise, I can take the straight up no filter because that's what I like. And it's so funny. I tell people that all the time. I've dated men who love my honesty. until they are on the receiving end of my honesty. And then it ain't so sexy no more. Okay. So, there's definitely a difference. Because you're dealing with, because even though there are emotions involved in friendships, the level of emotion is different when you start talking about relationships. So, there's always that factor. Me and Muffy have had times where we don't agree, but this is my reality. This is what I see. This is what I notice. She may or may not agree with it. She may or may not accept it. But that is, to me, that is my pledge to her as far as being a genuine friend. It's the same thing with my sister. It's the same thing with Patty. I am somebody that's going to be totally honest, and I want that in return. I know that I've also realized that everybody doesn't require feedback. So for those people who don't require feedback,
they do. Yes, they do. They do require it. They don't know how to accept it. Because I was just sitting here thinking about that, like with the honesty thing. With me, I have not, and I can admit that I have not always been honest in my friendships. Okay. I think it's just because I am scared. Can y'all see me? I'm sorry. I'm scared that I don't know, maybe I am scared for the feedback of it. Or maybe I don't know how the reaction of, maybe I'm not as comfortable with that person as I thought I was in the relationship. Okay. Because to me, genuine friendships, what did I call them? Whatever them side relationships is, whatever they are.
Good acquaintances.
You should still be able to be honest with people. There are people who I need to be honest with right now. I'm just not. Okay. I don't know how to. I don't know how they're gonna receive it. But with y'all, I could probably tell y'all anything. And I mean, it'd be okay. Like, y'all have come to me with anything and things that have maybe not that hurt me, but it makes me see things that in me that I need to see. So.
But I think honesty promotes growth. Honesty promotes growth. You can't have a bond with someone that you can't be honest with. Not a real bond. Not one that is going to grow.
Yeah.
That's something hard to face though for a lot of people.
And I will speak as Tanae's sister. I know that, I don't give a excuse me, I'm trying to not cuss so much. I don't care about
Queen's just conversing.
Her.
We gotta be honest as we can. Don't cuss.
I don't give not a fuck about her feelings in a sense where, what I'm saying, like a lot of people are scared to say to her what, what I'm saying, what their honesty is, or what I'm saying, whatever's going on. They are scared to approach her. And so I'm like, I don't give a fuck, shit. Because at the end of the day, she's gonna be my sister regardless of whatever she's talking about.
It's crazy to me. I don't know what it is about me. And maybe it's because I am unfiltered and I will say whatever. But if you are I don't have no problem dealing with the truth. Now, I might not like your truth. I might not even agree with your truth. But if you can show me solid, like tonight, X, Y, Z. Okay, you're right. I still don't care. I'm going to tell you that. I'll tell you you're right, but I'm not going to do it. Listen, I have people in my family that I don't fool with. And, people have said to me, you need to forgive them because God says I'm blah, blah, blah. And listen, you're right. I don't.
And I'm a forgiving person.
She is. And I'm
a very forgiving person. I believe that is, for me to have my beliefs and that's part of my values is to forgive people, especially people I love and care about. That's very huge to me. But at the end of the day, a Akua is still gonna do what a Akua wants to do. I will accept all. You could tell me all of these.
And I've learned that about her also.
I be sitting here listening, just like I'm good. Yeah, girl.
I learned that about her also. I mean, how many times you think we've had conversations where I've said, you don't need to do that. That's not okay. Like, this is unhealthy or blah, 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 blah. And she'd be looking at me going, and she gonna turn right back around tomorrow and do exactly what I said, girl, you don't need to do, because she gonna do what she want to do. Now, that's not gonna ruin our relationship because I said that and she didn't do it. She's her own individual. But again,
it goes back to y'all are different. Y'all, it's what y'all have built, right? So what is our takeaway gonna be from honesty on friendships?
It's important. I mean,
we got some work to do. Do we have some work to do?
It requires honesty. A friendships require honesty. It requires the tough conversations that you may not want to have, but you need and have to have. I am contrary to what the people believe, I am very emotional. My emotions go from zip to zip in a matter of seconds. And sometimes you gotta rein me in.
And I be like,
you gotta rein me in.
Come on back.
Because, and when I mean, it could be anything. Either I'm emotional because something's happening, like sad, or I'm mad. And that's still zip to zip. And if you gotta learn how to
so your takeaway is this. I want to know, because we're gonna wrap it up. But are you okay?
Close the door.
Are you okay with, do you have some work to do with being honest in other relationships? I'm not gonna say with a Shocky. I'm not gonna say with a Kua. I ain't gonna say with me, a Dia.
I'm her only real relationship.
Anyway.
Besides her man.
And me. So in Philly, do you have any other people you need to be honest with? Is something that you can be honest with? You need something to work on? Can you think about it? Is it important to you?
I don't know if I have to work on being honest in my friendships, because I address everything here on in any other relationship
with anybody, with all of them, right?
With all of them.
Okay.
I probably need to work on not taking everybody's situation as my situation.
Okay.
And that's what I need to work on, because I have a lot of different friendships and relationships. I have my family and my cousins and my friends and in my romantic relationship. So I have a lot of I'm pouring in and pouring out, and I gotta learn how to be like, cut it off. You can't take, that's not your issue. That's what I gotta do. That's not your issue.
So what about you, Akua?
Akua? Yeah.
I think that for me personally, I have to be willing to listen, and because I believe all my friendships are really pretty honest. But sometimes, I'm so stubborn because I'm a Taurus. And I'm bullheaded, and sometimes I like to butt my head into the wall 20 million times before I be like, oh, well, maybe I shouldn't go this way. So I recognizing that people love and care about me, and so sometimes taking their advice and their suggestions would be beneficial to me.
What about you, Patty? You said you do. You feel like you do need to work on.
I do. I have some people who I need to work on, and after this show, I am going to work on that. I promise you.
That's good.
Yeah. I'm honest with with the people who are in my most inner circle. I feel like I'm honest with them. Yeah. But there are some issues that I need to work on, and I'm going to work on them. I'm going to wrap it on up today, maybe tomorrow, wrap it up. But I know that I have some work to do on a few people. So yes.
I don't think I do. I'm pretty, unfortunately, I'm brutally honest with 99.9% of folks. That's just me. That's just what you get, because I'm a Scorpio. Yes, I pick you.
Well, but maybe so. You say you don't think you have no work to do, but maybe it's not being brutal.
As honest, not being so brutally honest. Okay. That may be something that I do need to work on. I do maybe need to work on some tact.
And I've told her that too. I tell her all the time, everything does not require a response. Because it does not require a response, because we know that certain situations trigger her, and she gonna say, and I be like, you don't have to.
Yeah,
you don't have to.
It's not the time. It's not the time.
It's not the time.
I will say this though, in my relationship with y'all, period, I actually do appreciate everything. I don't change nothing. So even like honesty, the brutal honesty, the however it come off, I don't have no problem with it. I appreciate it.
Well, I had to say something to my sister. I said, now you just about you and Patty, about Patty and Ashaki, your relationship, the way that y'all talk to each other.
You don't like
everybody say that about
them. And so I had to
even when we just joking.
I said, now y'all just be playing, because to me, the way y'all talk to each other is a little harsh. I don't like it. Because with me,
but we really don't mean nothing by that though. Like, oh no. Listen. So to everybody
out here, she said it was cool, so I said, all
right. Honestly, it is. Like, when we know we playing.
Right.
But when we for real. So like when I call her out her name, we joke. listen, none of that, all of that is jokes.
Okay.
When me and her have a conversation in private about something that's real, all that y'all see is just joking.
Oh, I know, but that's
this
what
is just joking. Like
three
all
of us
joking.
When they hear the three of us on the phone, they all have that same.
I call this girl out her name. She called me out mine. We talk about each other. But when we get in private, we like two little lambs. We like two little lambs.
Right.
And we
everybody say that. When they hear the
like,
three of us on the phone, they be like, "What's happening here?"
Yeah, like why would I say that? They don't get it. But it's understanding. Like honestly, no, I don't like whatever she says to me in front of everybody else. I have never taken it like whenever she called me out my name or whenever, bitch, I don't care about that.
And I know that's your personality too. I know that's your personality as well.
I'm a pastor, not me.
But you know, sometimes people be sensitive. So I just had to get some clarification that everything was still
my sister wanted to make sure her sister was okay. She was trying to disrespect her sister.
I'm not.
She didn't want to have to get you together.
And I'm not.
You trying to start something.
Truthfully.
And I'm not.
Truthfully, she just wanted to make sure she didn't have to get you together.
You've been drinking
too much. Is that what it was? Girl, I get my best friend to get you together.
Now, wait a minute.
Who you talking about?
Ari
He's talking about Ari.
I was like, now, wait a minute now. Oh, yeah, she sit here waiting.
She can get
you together.
She waiting.
Now, she can get a whoop.
She'll get you together.
She gonna try. She will try, though.
She will try. My best friend, I got my best friend, Ari. I would also like anybody out there, if they have R. Kelly's information, please send it to me. I would like to send him some words.
He gonna be a writer.
Congregation.
He gonna be a writer.
He in Chicago now, ain't he? Going on another trial.
He might be down in Louisiana at Angola.
If anybody got information, send it to me. But anyway, when Queens converse, I love y'all.
When Queens converse, love y'all.
When Queens converse, love y'all.
See y'all.
Bye, ladies.
Bye.
Bye.